getting results. How do we get better results? Now, of course, if you're in the sales business, our job is activity. We really are in the activity business. God is in the results business. It's up to us to do our activity and let him take care of the results. But how can you increase the results and at least get better at it and be on your way to that? It's three things. In the words of C.S. Hughes, he always said that if you're not getting the results that you want to see, either number one, you're not doing it right. Number two, you're not doing it enough. Or number three, you need more personal development. Either you're not doing it right, you're not doing it enough, or you need more personal development. So let's take a deeper look at each one of those. What does that mean? Number one, am I doing it right? Here are some questions we can ask ourselves. First, am I using the company's system? Our system is what? Use a tool, three-way call, live event, right? Are we sending a tool for people to take a look at, whether it's a video or a brochure, a tool, okay? Not your mouth. Are we sending them a tool? And then the next part of the system is get them on a three-way call. How many three-way calls am I doing a week? How many three-way calls am I doing a week? How many times am I getting a prospect? Am I following up? In order to get a three-way call going, you have to have enough follow-up calls going. Following up with the people that you gave tools with. And then saying, hey, I love, the next step is, everyone say that out loud. The next step is to speak to my business partner who can answer all your questions and share with you their experience. That's it. The next step is to speak to my business partner who can answer all your questions and share with you their experience. That's the next step in our system. The third part is inviting them to a live event. The next step is to come to a Zoom to see all the details, or come to our open house, or come to our Super Saturday, or come to whatever. So am I using the company's system? And maybe you got to step one, you got a lot of tools out, but what really needs to happen now is the follow-up. Lots of follow-up, right? I was talking to Angela earlier today, and we were talking about how technology is so wonderful, but technology has become so advanced that people stop learning how to talk to each other. But the sale is made when you're physically talking to someone. So yes, we send out those initial texts and emails and video texts to say hello and introduce ourselves and nudge them. That's just to nudge them to see if they'll reply, to capture the low-hanging fruit that actually will reply. But a lot of people are sitting out there waiting for us to call them, whether they think they want us to call them or not. But we just need to catch them on the day when they're praying, I need something, and you call them, all right? And they happen to answer. They don't answer every phone call, but they happen to answer your call that day, and you bless them. You bless them, and a new friendship has begun. Because the secret to success in business is to grow the network of people who know you and know what you do. That's it. I've been getting a lot of customers on Facebook lately, and now I haven't had a lot before, all right? But I finally decided I'm going to actually start engaging in new friendships on Facebook. I want more friends. I want relationships, right? I'm a human being. So, and I have never outwardly pitched anybody, never pitched them, but I'm growing the number of people who know me and who know what I do. So I'm getting to know people, meeting new friends on Facebook or engaging with old ones. So I'm rekindling that relationship so they know me. And they go to my page and they figure out that I'm in some kind of legal or something because it says Legal Shield Associate, right? Some people hide that. Why hide what you do if you're trying to grow people who know you and know what you do? So I say it. And I love Katie's LinkedIn and all that stuff. I love that. And I have people call me now all the time that are like, hey, you're doing a legal thing. I've got something going on with my landlord, or I've got something going on with the cell phone company with a problem. Can you help me? So anyway, the question is, Where am I at with the system and how do I move them along? Following up, we're talking about speaking to humans and having a conversation. And so the sale begins when you're starting to talk to them on the phone. Don't be afraid of the phone. Make it your best friend. Get used to it. I know we like looking at the screen. I know we like texting, and it's easier to reply to people or to have quick things. But when we get on the phone, that's when the sales start to happen, because the relationship starts to happen. Okay. Another thing is a question you could be doing. A question you can ask yourself is, am I doing everything prescribed by my company? Am I doing everything prescribed by my company? Our company has a system called the 10 core commitments. And lately the company has been talking about it all over the place. We've always had the 10 core, but we stopped training on it for a while. So now it's back. You know, am I doing everything prescribed? Because that will only help you. When you're doing everything prescribed, it'll only help you get better results. You agree? Right? And so you're trying to bake a cake and you're like, and you keep missing 2 ingredients from the cake. And you're like, why does my cake always taste bad? Why does it always come out terrible? You know, we have to be willing to ask ourselves these questions. And what would happen if we used all of those ingredients that's prescribed? So that's under results number 1. Am I doing it right? Number 2, am I doing it enough? 9 times out of 10, this is usually the issue in getting results. Am I doing it enough? Usually, and for me in particular, if I'm not seeing the results that I want, it's because I'm not doing it enough. I mean, doing it right, our business is pretty simple, right? But am I doing enough of what's being prescribed? Am I making enough of the calls? And I would say, do more calls. We're not making enough calls. When I was signing up 10 people a month, that's because I was on the phone 8 hours a day. I'm on the phone probably now only 30 minutes a day. It's terrible, I'll admit it, right? Because I've become so dependent on my technology. But if I were to just start making phone calls, I could make less calls to less people and sign up more people. Because again, it's that people buy on emotion, especially if you're recruiting in the recruiting space and focus on that. People want to work with people that they have a relationship with, they like. No one's ever started a new career or a new opportunity not having ever spoken to someone. Would you agree? If someone's going to make a decision to join a company and have it be something that they do in a career or a vocation, they want to talk to somebody. They want to know if they like the culture, if they like the people, if they fit in with that. They want to see and talk to people. So we need to be on the phone. That is probably the prescription I would give for the entire company. Am I doing it enough? It's, am I physically making enough calls, follow-up calls, and all that stuff? Okay. And then the third one is, do I need more personal development? I think we all need more personal development. Unless you're walking around happy 24/7, filled up and overflowing to others and have enough to give and want to go do other people's things for them, then we need more personal development. What is that? Listening to a positive audio. Get on YouTube and search positive motivation. Jim Rohn is one of my favorites. I still listen to him every single day. You could go to the library and get free books, free, right? That's what I love about the library. People give me excuses. I don't know if I could do personal development. It costs money. Well, the library is free, and they have an app that's free too. It's called Hoopla, 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 and you can download free audiobooks there. So there you can get the Tony Robbins and the Jim Rohn and the Rick Warren and the Joel Osteen and all the positive stuff. Why is it important to fill ourselves up by listening to positive words, positive news? It's to fill up the tank, because every time we listen to the news, our tank gets depleted. Like, I know when my mother has listened to the negative news, because then she'll call me and then she'll just like freak me out with all these terrible things that could possibly happen to me if I leave my house. So we have way too much of that. It's the media. It's when I log into my email, my Yahoo, boom, there's this terrible story on the front page that I didn't need to see. I eventually maybe need to know about it, but not right now while I'm trying to be productive and be positive and spread positivity. So we need to fill ourselves up. You know, we're surrounded by people. We're surrounded by people. Maybe our family is not always positive, loving, supportive, wants to fill up our tank. In fact, they want to take from us sometimes, right? They want to take of our time and of our energy, as they deserve to have our time, energy, and love to fuel up so you can overflow. It takes energy to make phone calls. Where is that energy coming from? And I'll tell you that I fill up my tank by exercising. I do cardio, right? Write this down. Motion creates emotion. Tony Robbins says that motion creates emotion. When I'm in motion, I get positive emotion out of it. That's where the endorphins come from, by moving the body and exercising. When I'm done exercising, it's the best time for me to sit down and make calls, because I'm energized. And then listening to that positive audio, right? Filling the tank. So when it comes to, am I doing it right? Am I doing it enough? Do I need more personal development? That is what's going to help us get the results that we're looking for. So let's do some introspection right now. Let's pick, okay? Let's pick and let's share, what can we work on in the next 7 days that's going to help us improve our results? So who would like to go first?